Yo, this is Dorky Diggity Dave, and today we are on day 2 of our grind. We're gonna get the thing done. I think we're at like 1.5 mil. I did a little bit of a grind for bed. Just ran through my rank 5s and stuff like that. So let's get the thing going. Let's have a good time. Do the thing that we do. Keep it positive. Well, a little bit, for the most part. Learn a little something. Take a lesson. Learn it all. Yo, let's get right into it. Jumping right into our arena. I think that's where I fell asleep. Right there. Did not finish that last fight. Bad Dave. Bad Dave. Alright, that's fine. We can roll with that. Wow, he waited. And this AI is getting advanced, dude. Normally they follow, but this time he waited for me to do a counter and then countered my counter. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Vic Garul, what's good, man? What's happening, man? Mike Drath, what's happening? Dragon Joltsick, what's happening, man? Ricochet 1027. Tim O'Connell was first. He was ready. And good afternoon to you too. Affliction! Got the like spike ready to go. What's going on, man? I got the notification from both YouTube and Discord. Yeah, man. If you can't get YouTube to do it, you gotta do it yourself, man. Gotta do it yourself. At the end of it all. Yeah, man. It's TGIF, and I will be back on again tonight at 8 p.m. You know how we do. Oh, I'm all out of items there. What? Nope. Yo, I used them all. That is not pretty. Not pretty. I was trying to do it quickly, but it's fine. It only goes up about like 300,000 at a time. Gotta make sure gotta make sure I get this right. Gotta make sure I get it right. Dragon Joltsick. Oh man, you're already dropping a hammer down super chat. Thank you so much, bro. Check out my power gain right here. 2, 3. Power it up. There you go. Done messed up, bro. I am thinking I do have a 2016 gem. I still haven't decided which champion I'm going to use that on yet, but I have been really thinking about using it on Phoenix, man, to take it to rank 4. It's pretty crazy. You're at 3 million points? Yeah, I kind of slacked a little bit yesterday. Just a little bit. I tried to hold it a little too long. That's right, girl. Oh, I can't mess around. There we go. Should be it. Alright. It's good. He's out. He's gone. Out of there. Alright, 1.6. Dude, you're at 3 already, man. Alright, let's get Dragon Joltsick on the board. Super Dork rank 1. Thank you very much, man, for bringing in the first hammer down super chat. Then we're gonna call that 250, which will just round up. We're just gonna round up. You know, I don't think I updated Blackout MF yesterday, man. I think he gave an extra. He was supposed to be at 15, and there was just so much going on. I think I messed that up. Dragon Joltsick. My apologies, my man. My apologies. All right, $3. 2 is really like, what, 235, something like that? Well, I definitely don't want to round down, and I don't want decimals. So 3 it is. Oh, the cutoff. Where's that cutoff? Right, there we go. There we go. Now it's in. No, I didn't get to watch it yet. I ended up right after the stream, ended up doing swimming lessons with baby girl, and then came back, went right into the variant stream, and then right after that went to sleep. I had to wake up early and look at schools this morning. So that will most likely be my Friday night me time video watch. The dad life, man. The dad life is a mixed bag sometimes. But I have it, man. I have it. It's right there on my list. All 3 parts. I did get to look up the 3 parts though, so I have those just like one after the other, ready to go. But I'm very, very, very intrigued, because I want to read more about all of that. Man, I used up all the items yesterday. That's... Yeah, big rule, yeah, man. It's crazy, man. Yeah, so what's up with the mods, dude? Because I saw there was like a big insurgence of that. I didn't get to look at that story deeply yet. Just like crazy bots and stuff coming out now. I mean, not that they haven't been coming out before, but now it's just like on a whole other level. Oops. That was my fault. Didn't press heavy fast enough. Done. Brazil here. Curitiba? Curitiba. Did I say that right? Oh, I hope I said that right. Dad life catching up to Dave. It's a hard balance, man. That's all I can say, man. There aren't many German YouTube channels for MCOC. Thanks, we have Dork, Seaton, and Brian. Yeah, I need to brush up on my German, bro. I guess I should pay some more attention. I was trying to play without looking at the screen, but I didn't hear any KOs yet, so I kind of figured he had a lot of... There you go. Figured he had a lot of power built up there. Oot! What's happening, bro? What's my best character? Toxic Gamer. You must be new here. I'll let the crowd answer that one for me. Do. Sorry, I forgot to turn on the Discord. You're such a troll, dude. No, it's not Medusa. Oot the troll. Victor Gruel, come on, not, oh, you're you guys are all trolling, man. Who said Blade? Who said Blade? Jim Eden. Must have been if you stuck around for the stream yesterday. Do. He's gonna hate, much love. I'm saying, right? Haters gotta hate, man. Gotta hate. Clairvoyant would have been real nice, man. Would have been real nice. That's block baiting right there for you guys. Lots of block baiting. How much are you planning to score? Like right there. There. Right. You gotta get it perfectly in the camera. So I have to point at like the corner wall to make that work. Yeah. That way. I plan to score every day, then the wife puts a stop to that. Wait, you plan to what? You plan to score every day? You mean like running? You're unable to grind Sunday, currently at 2.9. Yeah, dude, that's the way I have to do it, man. All right. I did that one totally without looking at the screen. I had my eyes totally focused on the chat. What do you guys think about that? That's all sound, baby. That is all sound. Christian S. Yes, my fingers are really long. Really helps with piano. Who was I up against? Oh, that was Egon. I was wondering why I got hit. Oh man, all eyes on the chat, man. I can only do that if I'm doing arena, and then like this is when I can really pay attention to the chat. And then as soon as I start doing like some hard content, people be like, "Yo, you ain't looking at me, Dave." I'm like, I can't. This is more predictable gameplay. I can do this a lot of this without looking. But man, when I'm questing, bro, that is not an easy thing. We got Super Dork rank 2 in the house. Super chat rank 2. Adam Warlock. Man, actually, I've not seen you in a while, man. Where you been at? I know I said that like the last dragon. Hey, Adam Warlock. What it look like? Hey, Adam Warlock. What it look like? Hey, Adam Warlock. What it look like? Oh man. Let's put two pain in the butt characters up against each other. Let's put Korg versus Domino. Let's do that. Adam Warlock, thank you so much, my man. Here's some more celebration. $10 celebration, man. In the house. Oh shoot, that was really dumb. Now I can't get them back. Well, now nobody gets them. How about that? Oh, you got power locked it. Oh, power locked it. Ooh, Friday dollars. Yo, hope you're doing well. Oh, I am doing well, man. I am doing well. Maurice J. Riley Sr. What's happening, man? Show enough. It's just one of my favorites, man. I really like that. I don't know why I chose Archangel for him. Whatever. It's all good. Still make him bleed. Oh, got yourself a neuro, baby. Goodbye. Just in case you needed to know how you can still do a heavy attack on Red Hulk, just bait out the SP1, back off, and heavy away. Quick, learn it fast before they nerf it. No, never mind, just forget I said that. It's too early. It's too early. Green writing on the screen, the man Moses. Oh, that's what it was. You were answering. Oh, I can't play this by not looking. She's too much of a pain. There you go. It's a BS versus BS. Fight. Which one shall win? My BS Schwartz is bigger than yours. Oh, what's the matter? That didn't work out for you? Didn't work out for you, girl? Yeah, get out of here. I'm enjoying this a little too much. I've got a bigger BS meter than yours. Unblockable. Sorry, girl. Eat all of that. Oh, nice one. But it didn't do nothing because I got rock shield. Oh, what's the matter? Oh. Oh, that's just, you know, it's mildly entertaining. It's mildly entertaining, that fight. That was pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. He pretty much kind of counters all her BS, to be honest. Like her auto evades, the side steps. Yeah. Do I think Disney Plus is worth it? If you're going for the, well, I also don't have suicides. If you're going for, you know, like the bundle, the one that's like putting Hulu together with it, and it's like $11.99 or something like that, along with ESPN and Disney Plus, because then you can go ahead and cancel out your Hulu membership. That's probably what, like $8.99 or something like that. Yeah, I think that's worth it. That's just worth it in pure value alone. I am trash talking to virtual character, man. Don't hate on it. You're having a way too much fun beating that domino. I am, man. It is a solid deal, bro. That's crazy with ESPN. And seeing that most people already pay about $9 for Hulu anyway, you're paying basically $5 extra for ESPN and Disney Plus. So, yeah. I would say that's really worth it. Noah Poole! Who is my best champion right now? 5 letters. Ends with an E. There's a K in there somewhere. Christian S. Yeah, Groot hands down. Boy, yeah, you got that right. Oh, look at that slide. Look at the slide. Get out of here, Oot. Blade. Got 3.8 mil so far for Nicholas J. Fury. 200k to finish should be good. I would say so. Huh. Blake. Kamala Kane. What's with all these mixing of names, man? Yeah, no, it's Kuwake. Sabre. Sounds like a restaurant. Who's your best champion? Sabre. Who calls him Nicholas J? Well, he does. Fury, Nicholas J. That was in Winter Soldier. There was an offer tailored to your account. What would it include? If there was an offer. Let me think. Probably Sig Stones. Like a nice Sig Stone deal with like a side of T5B in just the right amount, you know? Like, just enough for me to finish where I'm at. 'Cause I think I'm at like 43,000 of them. And a single Cavalier Crystal that will actually open a 6-star. You know, after all the ones that have not. And that would be it. And then it would be $29.99. But it would be $39.99 if I didn't have Sigil. That would be my thing. You can call the Cree one Nick. Yes. And he's out. Yes, and a Warlock. Dude, I dropped stupid money on Warlock that I did not make back on videos. That did not feel good. But, you know, luckily I'm a paid Kabam employee, so I made that money back post haste. Too bad I don't have a sarcasm animation. Maybe I should work on that. Should probably do that. Or just have like a Leonard pop down from the bottom of the screen and puts up the little sign. Sarcasm. I should cosplay as Warlock this year at NYCC. Maybe. I was thinking they should hire you for testing. They could really use it. I would like that. That would be good. But that's kind of like a lose-lose, you know? Because then if you still have bugs, then you now get pulled into the blame pool. Although I kind of already do, but whatever. And then that would make all the accusations that I get paid true. So then I wouldn't be able to clown them as much. So I kind of lose out on my joke potential there. Just 2 combos in a row there, huh? Very nice. It's all Dave's fault, man. So just like every day, yes, exactly. It would be exactly the same. What is your least favorite champion to play? To play with or play against? I'm a pretty intense tester, man. Pretty intense. Oh, that was my fault. Messed up that intercept. But time for detonation. Come on. That was pretty heavy. Troy, really intense. It's I get in there, man. I get in there. Block break for the not win. That's fine. One more combo and he's out. There we go. To play with. My least favorite to play with. I love playing with Sparky. The only problem I have playing with Sparky right now is the fact that auto evade is broken on the offensive side. So what'll end up happening is you'll auto evade. Normally an evade is, let's just say an evade is this long, right? And look at the screen. Which hand am I using? This one. Okay, so this will be the start of the evade. This is the end of the evade, right? On a normal evade. On an auto evade, it's this instead of this, right? So it's ever so slightly shorter, but it allows the AI to get a second attack in on you off of one single evade. So you either auto evade, catch it, quickly visualize, figure out what just happened, and then hold block, because it's really the only thing that's going to save you. Because you can't access decks fast enough, so you end up, it becomes a detriment. So that's really the only thing I don't like about Sparky right now. Everything else, I actually have quite a bit of fun with him. Do you feel that character reviews may be counterproductive? Only in the fact that it's more fun to make a review about a great character. Either a great character or a really terrible character, because that's the only way you can really like hype it, get the views, and be excited about what you're talking about. If you come across just like a mediocre champion that doesn't do anything particularly well, but doesn't suck at anything either, you know, it's not as fun. So I don't think it's counterproductive. I actually think it's a great thing that they started doing that, because what a lot of people don't think of is, you know, they just kind of default to, oh man, these guys are just like beholden to Kabam. They have to say good things or else they're gonna lose their status, which of course is complete, you know, horse whatever. On a different camera that would sound differently. However, that's just kind of like the overall idea that many people have about it. But what ends up happening is, before that, Kabam would just put out champions. They tell you that you're gonna grind for them in arena, and you can try to pay for them if you want. You had no idea what they looked like. If anyone remembers Carnage, that was before the CCP, and everybody was excited. They went freaking crazy for him, and he turned out to be an absolutely horrid champion. So people that spent crazy money, people that grinded like crazy, got him, put all their resources into them, ranked him up, and then the community got to see. And a lot of people would be upset about that and be like, man, they should have tested that. He really sucks. I'm so disappointed. The CCP has changed that dynamic completely. So now you can see what a champion looks like, how they react in the hands of pros, in the hands of not so pros, in different situations, in everybody's different walks. So I do not think it's counterproductive in the least. I think it's a great service to the community, but only if you choose to look at it that way. If you look at it as a hype machine for Kabam to make more greedy money, la 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 la, the usual type of thing, you can look at it that way too, but that's not exactly as realistic as the first example. But my opinion only. Some people will think that, and it could be completely valid for them. Maybe that's what works. But anyway, that's what I'm saying. Stark Spidey, please. Oh, he's requesting music. Super Dork, rank 3 in the house. Thank you very much. We got Troy Paradiso. I see a Scorpio. Give me one moment. Let me lock in. Let me lock in these bills getting paid right now, man. That's what I'm talking about. All right, he wants to hear Stark Spidey. Yo, you trying to get a Stark Spidey up, man? Bam, 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 it's in there. Let's roll. Let's see, so it looks like Kabam nerfing champs 90 days after release will become a regular thing, especially champs that will help you with completing endgame content. I don't know if that's final just as yet. I think that's the plan, and I think that's the announced plan. But I don't know how good of a precedent that's really going to be, man. Because there's still the aspect of having to spend money and putting a ridiculous amount of time into getting a particular champion. It's not going to be too dissimilar from putting all that into Carnage and being disappointed at the end. So I don't know what they have planned in terms of changing that dynamic, but I hope it's something and something soon. But yeah, I haven't seen anything on that front just as yet. But again, I really do hope that they that they change that around. Dilo, is MCOC still worth grinding? I have deleted it 10 months ago. I mean, you know, it's still a fun game. It's still, you know, it's still cool to learn about the different champions and read up on abilities that you didn't know about before, or seeing new synergies come out on old champions when they have new champions and stuff like that. I still find it enjoyable, but as soon as I don't find it enjoyable, then I'm likely not going to play it anymore. But that's not too dissimilar from anything else in my life. That's about it. Four. I'll be over here. Forgot about that purified ability. All right, done. He's out of there. Yo, Dave, I was using Hammer Infinity War against Domino in an alliance where I'm surprised at how much crit failure damage I received. Do you know why? Because every time you're proccing one of your abilities, she has the ability to crit failure it. So if you're doing an armor up, if you're doing a dex, if you're doing a parry, like any of your abilities is just damage, bro. Beast B83, thank you very much, man. Really appreciate that. We are Super Dork rank 4, and you've just started a $5 train. What? $5 train. I know. I'm hyping it up, man. I'm hyping it up. You gotta be the hype. You gotta be your own hype man. You gotta be your own hype man. Otherwise, what's the point of being on camera? All right, Adam Warlock, $5 train has been resurrected. $5 train in the house. You got Troy Story and Beast B83. That'd be nice, man. My big issue with changes, champs is not just the champ they affect, also affects the ranks, the rank of the super synergies, strange slope they are on. Yep, I agree. The paid aspect of the game is really the thing in question, man. Like I said yesterday, it's very different playing Street Fighter where, you know, champs are just gotten because you beat the game a certain amount of times. And you can collect them all or whatever, and whichever one you choose to put your time into to master could get nerfed. But there's no cash involved in that. So, Scorpio, I would say just wait and see what the actual change is before you're actually hurt on it. And you know, we're talking to them. There's a whole crew of people that's talking to them that have your best interests. And I know that, you know, everyone's kind of locked on NDA, and I can't really say specifics. And there really shouldn't be any trust. You don't have to trust me saying that there's people helping, but at the end of the day, we're trying to offer the best word we can. If Kabam takes it, they take it. If they don't take it, they don't take it. And whatever that result is at the end, people are gonna have to decide, you know, do you still want to play this game after this, you know? The Ebony Maw improvement is true, and see, that's part of the problem. You see that Lim, if you looked at the announcement, in my opinion, is crafted a little bit misprioritized, I would say, because, you know, if you just have to look at kind of like the temperature of what's going on, right? You know, She-Hulk just got a perceived nerf. I don't agree that it's a nerf, but that's because I understand some of the base mechanics of the game. However, that being said, Kabam hasn't really published anything about what the actual base mechanics of the game is. Everything was just kind of like a reactionary thing. So no, you can't combo into heavies. The only one who can combo into heavy is Wasp. And that's true. That's the only one with a stated ability to do so. However, with the past and the history of things that were not listed that then became listed, and things that were supposed to be fixed that didn't get fixed, but then a description got changed, but then sometimes descriptions get changed, and then the ability gets changed afterwards because, you know, so there's like this confusion among everyone because there's no standard. There's no standard for anything. So there's no like document or no part of the game that you can go and say, oh, you can only do 2 mediums in any combo. You can only get 5 hits total, 5 inputs total. There's no explanation about like, but some inputs could have 2 hits. So it's not 5 hits, it's 5 inputs. There's none of that stuff anywhere. And nowhere is there a rule that goes, you cannot under any circumstance, unless stated specifically, you cannot combo into a heavy. So if you're able to do it, then that's a bug. You see, and then there isn't much to argue about there because it was set up, it was a standard, it's a law, everyone agrees to it, bylaws, everyone knows their stuff, and they're like, ah, man, we got away with that. You see? But without that base knowledge, this becomes a trust us situation, you know? And there's not a lot of that going around, in my opinion. Every time they say, yo, just trust us, this wasn't looking good, we did the data, we did the research, trust us. Yeah, it just doesn't work. So Adam Warlock. Yeah, there's a lot of games that do that. The slippery slope here is the fact that this game is so expensive. And the time required is so much. Like, when I played, don't do that, bro. There we go. 3, 4. When I was playing Dungeon Hunter Champions, there was a balance there, somewhat. But Dungeon Hunter Champions had a lot of what the community wants out of a game, but that game ran out of steam real fast. Like, really fast. They couldn't keep up. And it got real boring, real repetitive, and everyone just kind of stopped playing. But you know, they had, like, if you had to grind stuff, they had an autoplay that was very, very smart. So you never felt like you had to, like, be tending to the game. You still played it. Remember, I used to play that game while playing this game, and it would just be on the side, just auto-playing while I'm actually having to physically grind in MCOC. So, you know, there just has to be a different type of balance, not just champion tuning. You know, persistent filters, for example. Like, when the hell are you gonna add that to the game, dude? When are you gonna like make my arena presence or my arena experience easier to get through? You know, like, I would love a button that would go, like, I don't know, like right here or something that says auto load, and it just takes like the next top 3 champs and pops them in and starts the next match. You know, instead of having to be like click, choose, boom, and then have an option that goes just always choose hardest match or choose hardest match for the next 10 fights. Chick. But instead you gotta be like, all right, let me go this one. Let me click this one here. Boom, continue. Now we're in here. Okay, cool. Can't you just have like an auto adjust? Like, just set this up to have the most, like, you know, the most prominent match or the most efficient match. Just auto set it up so I don't have to find it. Then accept, and then another button. Why do I have to say continue? It's not like I could change it after I accept it. You know what I mean? So this is what I'm saying. Like, those things would go a long way in situations like this. Savage Forgotten. Thanks for joining Discord, man. Help all. You know, so this is just what I'm. It would make, I mean, it's more efficient for everyone. I mean, anything that's good for a bot is good for a human too, right? Less clicks for the bot, but that just hurts everyone. Like, I think a general business rule should be like, don't hurt your paying customers in order to punish people that don't pay you anything. Not a good look, you know what I mean? But anyway, 10k PI should not bring a death match, but it's kabam. I mean, if you're gonna get a death match, then I would say death matches should not have SP3s active. You know, yeah, you got a harder match, you messed up, you got a harder match, but not a match that's gonna bury you. You know, it's already difficult as it is. Why have an SP3? Yep, that's what I'm thinking, man. Kabam just needs to give me my mental legs. I'm getting there, man. I am going for the score. Shane G, thank you very much, man. I think the ability to trade champs would be an asset to the game. That will likely, if I were a guessing man, I would say that thought wouldn't even be considered until, unless there was some kind of mandate on the gambling aspect, you know, like all of that stuff that they're talking about, the loot crates and stuff like that. If they made a hard decision on that and then you just couldn't do the loot crate thing anymore, I would think that would probably be the way that they would go, or do something more towards like sigil type stuff. Would be my guess. When do you think would be a good time to broach the subject of persistent filters with Kabam again? Dude, I do it all the time. Like, is today the day? Are we doing it today? How about next month? What size pizza do I need to buy you guys in order for you to drop that junk in the game? I like randomly drop links to my Dev Please episodes. you know, trying to get my my voice heard there. But you know, I do know that they have like a ragtag group of people. You know, the team's not that big. I know that kind of stuff. But to the end game user, or not the end game, but the end user, that really doesn't matter much. It's really just the experience you guys have at the end of the day. Dave, well, because, you know, one, I'm not a shareholder. I'm just some dude that plays the game that's just like, here's what I think y'all should do with your game. You know, stop making champions that make you X amount of dollars and just fix the arena that most people play for free. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like I'm not saying it's right, but I'm just kind of saying this is kind of like the situation, man. You know, like all the people that are kind of yelling at Sony, like, yo, bring Spider-Man back. You know, you guys are fools. Technically, Sony's gonna make more money not having Disney around, man. They had to shell out too much money. But it would be really nice for everybody, but probably not for business, you know? Kabam calls, hi Dave. Dave says, hi persistent filters. That's right, persistent filters. I mean, it already exists in the game. But we'll see, man, we'll see. Besides, I'm gonna see them all at Comic-Con, right? So let's get our wish list. Let's get our wish list down. If there is one thing that I do know they respond to very well is clear, concise, laid out like things that you want. Like if you want something, you can't just be like, fix the freaking game, and then just send that off. You know what I mean? Like if you're just like, hey, by the way, there's an interaction that I really don't like, and it happens when I do these things. I have these masteries running, and these are my champions. They're SIG levels, and you know this is I don't have any boost running, and here are my masteries. Boom! Can you check that out? You know that's the kind of thing that I would encourage for some people. And some people are really great at saying fix the freaking game, and that's fine too. Everybody has a place in the contest, man. Everybody's got a place. I wonder why they love RNG so much. I don't. Do not like RNG. Oh yeah, and this is the Vice, my bad. This is the Vice, the OS version also. It's very, very important. Whizzle, because they're not liable to deliver a specific product. Was that your answer to RNG? Make a t-shirt with your top 5 wish list for Gabam and wear that. Super duper boo. You know, I mean, I do understand it to a point. You know, people are like, oh, you're apologetic, but I've been there, dude. I've been in development. There's just... Look, let's just ask a question. Let's just ask a question, just among everyone. This isn't to prove anything. This is just to kind of just get an overall idea of where you guys are at. How many people... And how many people we have? We have 180 people. How many people do you think they should have testing the game for any release, just like internally? Just spout out a number. How many people internally should they have testing any one release? Ranging numbers there. Aww. Aww. All right, here we go. Okay, let's see what the numbers are. We got Wolf says 5, Shane says 20. 1 to 2 per geo. Is that like geographical area? Oot says 45 to 50. Pat Scooten says 5. 20. I think it should be more around 100. Okay. The Mad Titan song. Super King. You remember that, huh? Okay. Mad Titan song it is. Let's put it a little bit lower. Okay, so let's say, let's go with the most. Let's see, is it 100? 100 out of everyone. 100 people. So 100 people playing the game to try to find everything wrong with everything. So you have 130 characters now, 130, 120, whatever, and be able to test every interaction, every combo. For instance, does backdraft intercept work if you do medium with 2 lights versus medium with 3 lights? And does that work with all 125 characters off of a change that was added? Or maybe this new champion changed something in the code in the interaction with a particular thing, whatever. There's a lot of stuff. Does this mastery still work with everything now that we've added this in? It shouldn't, but maybe it does, and why does it? And did Unity change anything in the base system that would change any of our base mechanics, because that's what this game is built on? Is that still working all at the same time? This is all happening every 30 days, right? And so we got 100 people, 155, 165. Let's just go with that, right? Do you think that those 155, 65 people will find what 200,000 people would find, possibly? You see, like the idea that bugs are there, yeah, but they do need to do more testing, but there's just never a replacement for an actual public release. But you can mitigate, which you should, or you can do what Adobe does and just toss out a beta version and call it like the next version that breaks all your files and possibly erases some of your stuff. But anyway, that's kind of like that's kind of like the idea. There's an internal testing that you could do really well with, but there's also internal testing that can't possibly catch everything, and maybe that one thing might be really bad. However, I do agree that there's been some bugs that have gotten in the game that are just so blaring, you're just like, y'all didn't catch this? Like it happens when you start the game. So I do understand that. But they have been increasing that team from what I understand. So, and I've seen improvements, but I mean, it can always be better, right? There he is. There she's gone. I think they will. Sorry when bugs are found in the first 30 minutes by players, and some are so overly simplistic, like She-Hulk spam heavies. That was shown immediately. Yeah. So testing's tough, man. Testing's tough. We used to do, when I was doing like websites and like Java applications, JavaScript applications and stuff like that. Dude, we'd test the heck out of it, man. We'd have a team to test it, and then we'd throw it live. Dude, in like 5 minutes, we're like, bro, it just doesn't work. And you're just like, oh, what device are you using? I'm using a Windows phone. You are? Didn't they stop making those? That actually happened one time. But anyway, yeah, speeded deployment is a thing, man. That is a thing. They've got some heavy deadlines, and I think that's partially the button. Oh, there goes a combo. Combo stop. All good. Let's get it done. They should just hire KT1s. They don't need to nerf anyone in the future. Oh man, interesting. Yeah, I think the community. Well, my main thing with them, my main criticism, always, from day one, has always been the communication, man. Apple, that's what Apple does. Just put out a beta version and that's right, Christian Escavia, that's right, a Windows phone. Wait, that they put out like beta versions and call it like actual versions, or they hire the jailbreakers? Oh, KT1, gotcha. Now I understand. Yeah, dude, communication, man. For example, let's just ask a very, very simple and honest question. If they announced Call Obsidian, Ronin, and Ebony Maw, right? First, if they put more of a focus on Ebony Maw, the fact that they were bringing him up, that they were disappointed with his damage, and they don't really like the way that, you know, that he's performing in the game, and they really want to kind of give him more of a leg up to make him more viable for people that grinded for him and blah, blah, blah. They said that, and then said, Ronin right now, we think doesn't do anything overly great, but doesn't do anything, you know, overly bad. You know, we'll probably revisit that another time, so he's not going to get looked at right now. And Call Obsidian, we are considering taking some of his damage down because we feel like in his end phase he's doing possibly a little too much damage. However, we would like to get some feedback on the way that you use Call Obsidian and in what situations, so we can get some feedback from you guys before we make any decisions. How would you feel about that? How would you feel about that? As opposed to, we did some data and looks like he's just doing too much, so we're gonna have to fix that. And maybe Ebony Maw, we got some time. And Ronan, he's cool. Bye. I mean, you see what I'm saying? Like, nobody would freak out, and nothing has changed. It's the same freaking announcement. It's just how you say it. How do I look in this dress? You look real good. It's been a long time since I've seen you in red. Oh man, that dress makes you look like a big old elephant. You know, like, what the... You look like an inside-out watermelon. I'm sorry. Oh, never mind. Okay. There we go. It's all in the communication, man. It's not even about what's happening. It's just a little better, because if you give people the opportunity to speak in a forum that makes it at least sound like you're going to listen, they're going to be more receptive to the thing that you're saying. But if you just drop it down like it's like a dictator's announcement, you're gonna get the same result every freaking time. It's every time. It's the same reaction. A PR person would be good, I think. I think that wouldn't hurt. I do not think that would hurt. What did that say? The way they announced the call tune was yeah. Well, yeah, well, that's kind of part of the conversation, you know. So, you know, in anything that's as sensitive as this, needs to be handled with care, especially given the history. He's out. Wrong voice, Dave. Inside voice. My inside voice? What? What? As long as they give us the illusion of getting us involved in the champion balancing process, believe no one is going to say nothing. Yep. Pretty much. Look, you guys do it all the time, right? Right? Relationships. Doesn't mean, you know, not even a husband to a wife. It's both ways, wife to a husband. Like, if you know, like, hey, you know, if I say a certain thing in a certain way, this dude's gonna freak out. So you don't say the thing you want to say in the way he doesn't want to hear it. You tune yourself in order to keep the relationship from blowing up, right? It's the it's the same idea. It's still a relationship, and you know this is. These are people that have kind of been jaded over time, so you have to handle it differently. You know, I tried to say that last time, like last year or the year before or whatever, and everybody got all upset about it, but whatever. It doesn't mean it was wrong. It was just real. Oh, man. Did you tell your wife that joke from Sticks and Stones? No, I did not. You know, I started watching Bill Burr last night. I think it was at Paper Towers. I think it is something like that. John Rick. Not many do. Well, that's why I said. That's why I gave the woman example. She says something so you don't freak out. You know, you gotta flip it around. Flip it around. So I just wanted to share a little bit with you. Maybe you join in with me. Yeah, the communication is not very good. I can that's a criticism that I say on stream. It's a criticism I give to them. Although it's, if I were to compare from where it's been, it's improved. But it really can be a lot better. It really can be. So I'm hoping that at least that's what I'm pushing for. So, you know, if anyone's trying to like push, you know, an actual real boycott or whatever, you know, I would really hope that that's a direction that they would move in, is a communication aspect, and maybe like an inclusive aspect, something to get a little more feedback from people on a different forum, type of thing, because it has been a really long time. But if it's just gonna be like an arbitrary, you know, do things better boycott and fix this and put the heavy attack chains back and fix Cole, put him back the way he was, or else it's gonna fail before it ever starts. So, in my opinion. But what do I know? I don't know much. But I know I love you. And that may be all I need to know. Oh, man. Okay. You guys weren't expecting that, were you? A little Aaron Neville for you guys. Oh, man. John Sorp, what's going on, man? I have not seen the full name in a long time. John Sorp. Why does Captain Marvel have like that monster? Roar! Never understood that. She shares that with like, maybe they should like tune it up a little bit, like get the same version, but like tune it up about halfway. I think it was Linda Ronstadt. It's definitely Aaron Neville. Definitely Aaron Neville. Billy D, yeah, that's also true. That is also true. That's another aspect. Where are they? Yeah, I think that would be good too. I think, I do think that some dev streams would be really nice. You know, like those of you that remember when I used to stream Skullgirls, you know, we would have Hidden Variable all there all the time. The developers of the game would come on and talk to people, answer questions. But again, they were relatively new and they hadn't done anything to anyone yet. So people were a lot more cordial there. Yeah, the drop in frames, I'm noticing a lot on my phone. Like I lose a lot of matches on the start of specials, like 2-part specials. Like the first part will come out and then it'll like skip a frame and then you're dead. Yo, Dave, you ordered that iPhone 11? Nope, I didn't order that yet. That is not in the budget these days. I gotta do a lot more clickbait crystal opening videos to afford an iPhone now. And seeing by the reception of such videos, I shan't be getting a new phone. Not right now. Later. Later. Is Havoc any good? Havoc is great. That's a great champion to have, man. Oh, what's my take on Ronin? I like Ronin, especially he's suicide friendly. You can shrug off those debuffs right away. He does a decent amount of bleed. Definitely need to have deep wounds turned on. After the album releases, yes. After I release the album, I'm definitely going to maybe possibly think about getting an iPhone. After I pay those school bills. Preschool bills. Wait, I did not dash back. That was just another tap on the screen. I mean, it was fine, but I did not dash back. He's out. Yeah, there's a lot of particles going on there. The phone isn't ugly. It isn't? I mean, the back of that phone's looking rough. It looked like somebody took the Scream face, you know, that ghost from Scream, turned it sideways and then crushed it into the into the phone. Look at the brand of milk we serve. That's right. This is old school. We go MacArthur all the way. All right, 2.1. What did I start at? Was that 1.5? I got a good 500,000. I think it's just a depression of watching a bad luck crystal openings. Well, I mean, it's gonna be a while before I open some more, man. And I'm not sinking any more cash into that, man. You know, it's just a little too much bad luck. You know, because I need to make it back not only in like ad revenue, but to be able to make more content with said champion. So, yeah. And I know I got Stealth Spidey, but that's just not an exciting pull. So, I would have much rather Mysterio. Looks like a stovetop to me, John. What? A stovetop. $1 trillion company, and that is the design they come up with. Such an ugly phone. Dude, it's the back of his, you know, looking rough, dude. In the eye of the beholder. I mean, I'm sure once you get the phone and you can see what it looks, you know, what the... Oh, the stovetop, yes! Now I get it. Yeah. Yeah, it does. It does. You never know, they might retune stealth. I hope they do. Maybe I'll rank them up or something. Okay, so that interaction just right there, that was a legit light attack intercept. And it didn't work. The timing was different because she's a champ that has a shifting hitbox. And where's the rule on that? There's no rule on that. There's no mechanics, there's no documentation. The only documentation that we have about shifting hitboxes and light attack intercepts and reachability and the dash distance of champs is stuff that I've done for the most part. I'm not the only one, but I mean, kind of like on the mainstream, yeah, kind of. I mean, I know there's other people that talk about it, but that really only became a conversation after Instinctive Touch for the most part. In any kind of like main way. I know other people said like, oh, you know, you can. What did people call sidestepping before I called it sidestepping? They call it shallow evade intercept? What did they call that? No, actually I said shallow evade and deep evade. I came up with some good names, man. Ain't gonna lie. I could tout every now and then. Well then, Dave, why don't you just write like a dictionary and present it to Kabam? Well, how do you know that's not what I'm already started doing like yesterday? Not by their request. But just for my own Just for my own. No, you're busy. Got any tips for a 6.1.6 Sim Supreme buffed up node? What were the buffs on that again? I forgot who I used for that. You're the LeBron of the MCOC lexicon, the RZA of MCOC slang. I'm getting it, man. Oh, there was shock on that one? I have to go back and look at it and see what it was. Oh, I used Angela? I don't remember using Angela. And I probably had suicides on at the time. Ah, yes. Yeah, okay, so Angela. Need 3, but it could be 3. It could be 3 of the same buffs. So I think possibly I may have used Cat Marble. But yeah, you just need a high buff champion. Angela would probably be one of the best. How strong of a team would you say is needed for Act 4 if you're not so good at taking damage? I would say go for like high block proficiency champions. Yeah, Hyperion would be good. Oh, because he nullified. Yeah, because Angela can't be denullified if she's awakened. Who the heck did I use for that? I gotta go back to that video and watch. I have my 6.1 run, I believe, on stream. Don't have hype, don't have Angela. I think I tried Kamala, but it didn't work. I did try Kamala, I remember that. I think it kept nullifying it. Who the heck did I use? Maybe I just wanted to forget that whole thing. Possibly. Bushido Brown, I'm gonna use Thing for that SS. So you said Thing doesn't work. Bushido, what are you gonna do differently with Thing that maybe he didn't try in order to make that work? Heisenberg says Venom. Thing with Heimdall Angela synergy. Yeah, that'll do it. That should do it. That should do it. Now I want to go back and... Now I got to go back and see how I did it. I kind of totally don't remember how I did it. Did not remember. Black Lightning, I'm doing good, man. Doing good. You know, just doing my thing. Streaming. Teaming. I was gonna rhyme that, but probably wouldn't have been good anyway. How to deal with Bubble Shield. Play completely touchless, do not hit into their block. And don't let them hit. Don't let them hit into your block. No, that's when they hit into your block, right? Bubble Shield? Well, whatever. Play a touchless game. Touchless game and you'll be fine. is when you block. All right, yeah, so just play a touchless game. Touchless game, don't, you know, backdraft intercepts, going against the wall, do, you know, banking. Basically just watch instinctive touch and get those techniques down, and that is basically how you can handle getting through bubble shield. So, let's see. Maybe I'll play a touchless match next. Yes, it does. Instinctive touch is the way to go. Kashmir. Alright, cool, dude. So I'm gonna go and play a touchless match here. And if you don't feel like you're good at intercepting, just get yourself back to the wall. Just make sure you have an idea where you are. Wow, it's the first time I've seen that not work. Of course, in the example. Of course, the example that didn't work. It's straight with the attack. Amazing. Amazing. Holy smokes. Let's try that again. Okay, boom. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Bang, bang. Now you have an opening. 1, 2, 3, 4. Using your power rotation. Bam. Now you have another opening. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's unfortunate. Alright, now I have another opening. 1, 2, 3, 4. Making sure you're building up power meter so you can rotate. Although cable would literally destroy your bubble shield, so there is that. 1, 2, 3, 4. There. So this way you're not taking, you know, you're not taking that block damage, and you're playing around with their power bar, making sure that you can get around all of that. You can also work with side steps and attack. 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 5. So just kind of play around with that kind of stuff. It's really good to practice in an arena. Just trying to you know, try some of the side steps, see what works, see what doesn't. Although I thought that side step would work, but somehow it didn't. That hand hitting her in the face just didn't quite connect. So, but in any event, you can always go to the wall, except for that one time in that one example that I showed you where the attack whiffed. Okay, here we go. It shouldn't be. I mean, at this point, like this far in the game, like I'm at 62, dude. Just don't go below, I think it's rank 3, I believe. Rank 330, I think, is about as high as you can go, or as low as you can go. I misread that. There we go. Side step. She's got such a short reach, too. Winter Soldier is really easy to just kind of power manage. Man, I used to run whole arenas just all stun immune. I did that for months. Stun immune, Stun immune arena. Every single fight was stun immune. And a war was going on. Welcome. Doesn't count, but I'll take it. Gotta get better at getting out of that SP2. I hate that SP2. Alright. Best way to progress early, mid-game, if not counting arena. Best way to progress. Not spending your units on crystals, buying energy, getting your masteries up, and practicing a lot in arena. Practicing the techniques that'll get you the game win. Stun immune arena used to take forever though. Forever. Forever and a day. What's going on, man? Bobby Stapleton. Oh, I'm glad, man. Well, thank you very much. I like being watched on a break. On the break. On someone's break. On a break. I think that's still a rank 3. I mean, this is just kind of like adding in some points at this point. I don't know how long I've been on stream settings, stream health. How long have I been on? I have no idea how long I've been on. This thing used to tell me how long it's been, but I have no idea now. Someone forgot to put the length of the stream on here. David, gotta go sleep. Loving your streams lately, man. Ah, thank you, man. Trying to just have them at the same time every day. Usually, like, arena streams will be around 1, 2-ish if I do them. But I'm gonna keep up the 8 o'clock streams, which may or may not include arenas at any one time. Can you tell how long someone's been subbed? I don't think so. I don't think so. I can only see how long someone's been like a member or a sponsor of the channel. Oh, let's go back and test the heavy attack thing. So if they back off and block, nope. Oh, that's not around anymore. Four, jink. Affliction. I'm pretty sure you've been in from almost like day 1, man. Yo, Tim O'Connell found it, dude. You found it. Dang, bro. Oh, that was my fault. I went for the whole combo. Oh, that was a really fast recovery on that. And that was... Yes. Alright, I gotta report that bug. I'm tired of it. Alright. She put up 4.5 mil. I put up 5.2 mil and got 5th rank on Basic Arena. I'm just looking for I'm just looking for just getting him. Did I use a lot of revives on that? So my team was Quake, Phoenix, Venom, Angela, Venom the Duck. Yeah, because I don't, my Angela is not awakened, so I don't have any of that. I don't have any of that protection. I've been listening to that song for a long time. We'll listen to the long hair ginger. How about that? That one goes for a little while. 4.5 mil for Nick, possibly. I'm going 3.85. I'll probably go beyond that. Depends. I mean, it's Friday afternoon, so yeah. Am I even putting up any points worth my time here? It's a thing that you can't parry after you miss an attack, because if I miss an attack, the opponent counter-attack, but I block right in time, I don't get a parry. On auto evades, it seems that's the case. I don't know about actual evades, like actual dexterity. Yeah, oh, was it? Oh, that's brutal. That's a brutal fight, man. But I did have a lot of revives at the time, right? Was I spending units on that, or did I just have them? My Ant-Man never glances that much. Can you drop the torch jam after this? Super dirty pickle. Why not, man? Why not? That was really weird. You were talking to me here at the same time you were talking to me on the stream. Dude, that's Inception, bro. That's not weird. The word you're looking for is Inception. But it's a good way to get T4 basic. Grind that arena. Get into a good enough alliance that gets T4 basic. Glory crystals. Let me know if I'm missing anything, guys. Well, you will get him with 2.7 mil for sure. Noob of MCOC. Interesting. Get him for sure. I like that. You were just like, continue to post it. I like that. And it wasn't too spammy either. That was nice. It was like every 3 or 4. That's good, man. That's a good practice you got there. Yeah, monthly events, yes, and the monthly calendars, and the daily crystals. .7 should be good. Yeah. That's just like one more grind at 2.7, but I'll keep moving, man. I'll keep getting up, because I do need the battle chips. You could buy with glory too. I mean, personally, I use my glory for items like potions first. That stash always has to be maxed out before I ever start buying anything else. Because that's how you guarantee your wins. Make sure that you play better wards, you have the items necessary to get through them before trying to rank up your champions first. Unless you're just doing so awfully bad that you need to rank up champions. And then, yeah, go ahead and do that. Super Dirty Pickle! Yo, that's another added to the $5 train. What? Let's get you in there, man. Super Dirty Pickle. That'd be El Sucio Supremo de Pickle? How do you say pickle in Spanish? Super Dirty Pickle added to the $5 train, man. Thank you very much. We got Super Dork rank 5 in the house. Bam! Thank you very, very much, man. Hey, thank you so much, man. Erdem Iscan. Appreciate that. Thank you, kind sir. Not looking for any 6-star dupes, but I just got the dupe on Torch. What? And I can't be too mad. He's cool. He is cool. I just felt he did a little bit. Pepinillo. Piquelo. Someone says Piquelo, someone said Pepinillo. Which one is right? Yeah, I do like him. I think when I was testing him as a 4-star, I think I was a little underwhelmed by some of the damage, but he had some pretty good utility. But I hear at higher levels he can really just like blast through some content, so maybe I got that one wrong. Dave, I use my glory the same way, Justin Gray. That's the only way, Justin Gray. Someone asked for the Nova Flame. There you go. Am I going second round for the dupe? Nah, I'm pretty sure I got Awakening Gems and stuff. It is. It's a little throwback. It's a little homage to the to the boy bands of the early 2000s. Not bad. Your pickle? What? You know, this song is actually not done. I only just faded it out at the end. And then right here is supposed to be like a break in the song where it's all slow, you know. I forgot the words I wrote for it. It's like wait, what did I wrote? I forget what it was. Whatever. It's not in my head currently, but I have it written down. But there's gonna be a breakdown that it's gonna come back in and do it. Yes, I did write a song for Warlock. That was on the Warlock review. And here it is. The Transformers 1980s soundtrack is a big part of my life. And that's where Darkhawk and stuff like that, Warlock comes from. I Lost My Streak song will likely be album 2. I don't think I have what it takes yet to finish it, but I'm working on it.
You can't bring your poison to my soul, won't ever make me bleed. I'm protected by immunity, but when we touch, when you try to break down my defenses, your healing stops, and the virus takes you over. Contagious agent, yeah, and I'm infectious to your soul. You can't escape it, no, but now the technovirus has you and it won't let go.
This and Darkhawk are my best songs. Anna War. I did rework, yeah, Sinister. Well, they weren't reworks, they were just kind of like additions, sort of. Ever heard of Flight of the Conchords? Yeah, dude, that's an old classic right there. Yeah, Tim's there watching all of them, man. I think he's seen them all. Did you guys hear the Clairvoyant song yet? How many of you heard the Clairvoyant song? I didn't release it yet with a video because, you know, I doubt anyone's even going to want to watch it. You want to see what I think about Clairvoyant? You can't get her now, but... maybe you'd still like to see my thoughts.
Oh damn, I just snuck in here. Ooh.
Ah, Super Duper Boo, what's going on, man? I heard something, I was like, what is that? What is that?
Sorry, I'm having mic problems.
Ah, it's all good, man. Alright, let me gotta lower the music. I gotta bring that down just a little bit. You sing the Dark Hot song all the time in your head? It's a catchy one, man. It'll catch you off guard if you aren't paying attention.
The Sinister one's the most catchy.
I like Sinister. Sinister turned out a lot better than I was expecting at the end. Like sometimes I'll finish them and I'm like, yes, I like this. This is good. All right, let me pull in. Where is that? Ah, Clairvoyance. Clairvoyance is unfinished. We only did enough so I can make a video with it, but I haven't made said video just as yet. But this is it.
She put a spell on me and left me there to bleed.
It's supposed to sound old and unrefined.
Oh, she put a spell on me.
Oh, speaking of old, whatever happened to your that filter? The god awful one that made your quality look really, really bad.
Oh, it's still there. That one is still there. But I was only using that to go through the Clairvoyant content, because that's kind of like the filter they use for the home screen.
Yeah, problem is, on like mobile, it looked really, really awful. Like it just made the quality look awful.
Really?
Oh.
Interesting. Like
I actually had to check.
I think like, on a higher quality screen or stream, it would look a little bit better. But whatever, I canceled it out. There's too many people that were like, I can't see it. But the people that could see it loved it. But not everybody.
All I know is mobile is awful for streaming.
Yeah.
Or watching, I should say.
But I think people that were on like a TV or something, or larger screens, were like, yeah, man, it's awesome. And everyone else was like, I can't see anything.
Yeah, that's basically what it was like. Everything was sort of pixelated.
Yeah, it stinks. Shane G, yes, very good ear, bro. That's exactly what I was going for. I'd done a little bit of research on The Doors. The Doors was like a main inspiration for that particular one. So I'm glad you picked up on it, man. It's good. It's good. I'm copying an album for that Sinister. All right, let's get Sinister in the door here. This is Super Duper Boo on the call. Where are you from, oh man?
Not from the UK, as many people have just assumed by the accent. From Australia.
Australia, nice. So you're over there with wait, Anna, are you over there, or is that just where you're from? Anna War, I believe.
She's in Canada.
Oh, she's in Canada.
Canada.
Did you say Canada?
It's the accent. I was gonna say she's Canadian, but like.
That makes it sound like a much more awesome place. It's like something you would hear on like Star Trek. Be like, which sector does he come from? Canada. He's from the Canada sector. From Australia, lives in Canada. Nice. Oh, and Quake. Okay, I take it back. Almost all of them are my favorites. Fair enough. All right, so what part of Australia? Super Duper Boo.
Honestly, it doesn't really matter, but the South.
Oh, all right.
I know people from America are like, oh, you got different accents from different parts of like the USA, but in Australia we all just sound the same.
Oh, okay.
You can drive 8 hours or 12 hours. And everyone sounds exactly the same.
Yeah, we're talking about you, Anna War. Yeah, no crystal opening here today, Boz. Man, that was a dirty special intercept, man. WA sounds so different from Queenslanders.
Maybe if you live here, but like from an outsider, no way.
What's WA?
Western Australia.
Oh, okay. So then, see, he wrote South Wales, so then that would be SW. See, I'm hip to the acronyms.
It's funny because we've got Western Australia, South Australia, the Northern Territory, and then Queensland. They're like, we don't want to be called anything of Eastern.
Uh-oh, Anna, she's challenging you, man. She says Australians don't all sound the same.
Really? I've been in a call with, like, basically every Australian from every different, territory. And my American friends cannot tell the difference.
Oh, well, that's to Americans, yeah. I mean, you Aussies would be able to be like, oh, that is not an actual West.
Well, I personally have not heard someone from, like, Northern Territory or Queensland and be like, oh, you're from there, okay. Like, there's no definitive, like, South accent.
Hey, Anne, can you jump on the Discord? I would love to just, like, compare accents.
There's minor things, like
live.
how people from New South Wales would say, like, pool. They'll say it like pearl.
Ah. Oh, so, like, there's the R, because there's, like, the R Australians and the ones that don't use the R. So, like, if you say no, there's, like, no, and then there's the ones that don't R the accent. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I can. I've been given a lot of slack for the way I pronounce no.
But you got an R in there.
See, I pronounce it just like no, but apparently some Australians pronounce it like no.
Oh. This is technically language of the day for those of you that wanted that to return. Just saying, just throwing that out there. Now we get to have different people. You know what? I think maybe we should. So now that we have access to the Discord, we can now invite like a new language specialist to the stream and learn like new stuff internationally. Huh?
I'm surprised you haven't had a more diverse. Because every time I've seen someone jump in the Discord, it's been some American.
Well,
there's never someone from like your UK joining.
You know what? Then I will be more inclusive, man. It's open. It's open. You know, people are on the
It's
Discord
probably
and
like time zones, but you know.
I mean, you took the initiative. You came out here and.
Yeah, but it's like close to 6 a.m. here.
Oh, is it? Well, that is a great way to start the day, man. Triple D, streaming, arena. I mean, come on, man. How
I mean, to be fair, you stream at the worst times for Australians. I mean, for Australians with jobs and that go to school and all that.
Probably. Well, I am on again at 8, so that's like 4 hours. So that's what, like lunchtime? No, that's really like 10 a.m. That's still a bad time for you guys.
Yeah.
So what is a good time? That would be... Shoot.
Oh, jeez, I don't know. Probably now for another, like in 2 hours as well. Probably a good time, but
Yeah. Australians are harder to differentiate between, but you don't notice it until you leave Australia. Aha. All right. I also got to get Anna War on one of these songs. Because I can't exactly belt like a female. I can get the female tone at some points, just kind of falsettoing and changing a few things, but I can't belt like one. Anna War talking to you. Just pointing, just throwing that out there, man. Just throwing that out there.
Wait, have you had a female singer landing of a song so far?
Nope.
Oh,
So whatever you thought you heard.
I guess all those high notes for you then.
Yeah, that is correct.
Damn.
Well, that would also mean, so that's Quake. Quake is a good example of that. The Quake and Bake song.
You ever want something so
Anna War
bad?
needs a mic. Let's get Anna War a mic.
Try to open up them crystals.
Do we have any people that would like to get Anna War a mic?
I have an old headset that's like just broken.
Oh,
The mic is still good, but the actual headset's it's not comfortable. Let's just say that much.
well, if there's anybody in Canada, just go ahead and reach out. It is me. It is me. Have a Rode microphone hookup, but he's in Australia. Shame. Shame. Wario Squad, streaming so nice and peaceful with music. I try to keep it that way, man. Just nice and chill, hang out music. Except for when I play the Hater song. I like the Hater song. Hater song is fun.
Speaking of haters, shouldn't you be like voicing your frustrations with the cull nerf?
I
Shouldn't you
mean,
be screaming and
saying
terrible things about Kabam?
I should be. I should be. If I wanted like easy views, I would totally do that.
You're just not angry because you don't have a cull.
I have a 3-star cull.
See, I don't have one, so I'm like completely fine with whatever they do to him. But yeah, I can see the frustration with
as
people
long
with
as
6
it's not like as long as it doesn't change his base like his base use in the game. So like if they go in and they're like, hey, it looks like, you know, his damage is set just as an arbitrary number, like, hey, his damage is set to 4,000, but coupled with his abilities and the multipliers, it's actually making it like 12,000. So what we're gonna do is cap it off at like 11.5. All right.
What I think they actually did was they purposely put out that arbitrary announcement for Cull just so other people would be like, well, this is what I want, and then they just take whatever they say and whatever's best. So they don't have to do any testing, don't have to do any thinking about it. Everyone else does it for them, and they can just pick the best one and implement that.
It could be. That would likely be
200
a smart
IQ rats right there. Kabam are just geniuses. Never done anything wrong.
I mean, that would be the way to go. Just kind of throw something out there and be like, all right, guys, test it out. Let us know how you feel about it. You know, it's going to be in the game for about 30
I'll
days.
be surprised if they don't do anything with block proficiency. Because even though I don't have him, I still heard a lot of bad things about his block.
Yeah, it is really bad. His block proficiency is very, very bad. But the reason why I don't run Kabam is because I would totally troll everyone. I'd be like, all right, we're going to do an update to Cull Obsidian. You know, it's going to go live on the 18th. And, you know, we just need to tune his damage or whatever. And then the 18th would come, and I literally wouldn't really do anything. And then just watch the forums light up. And it would be like, he sucks now! You guys went too far!
Yeah, but it's just like how they keep nerfing Domino.
Yeah. You know,
There's always posts on Reddit saying, like, this week, if they've nerfed Domino, she's not critting as much as she used to. Ugh.
I would.
Same thing with Wolverine back in the day when it was actually in the meta. Wolverine's regen's been nerfed because it just didn't proc one fight.
Yep. That's me. But then again, that's why I don't run the company. I would totally do that. Or I'd add like a comma in the description somewhere and just kind of fix the grammar and be like, all right, we've tuned him. Yeah. Anyway, that's bad. That is bad. Do I have any more items left to use here? Oh, I still have trips. What was I doing that whole time? Oh, that's That wasn't good. Trips? Do I still have trips? Yeah, dude, I still got trips here. I can put in some major points right now. Alright, we are back.
I have so many of those arena boost crystals just sitting there waiting for a champion I need.
Yeah, dude, that is the way to go. Super Dirty Pickle, it came out swinging against the usual villains on the forum thread last night. Couldn't help it. Got like 3 warnings. My truth was dangerous. What were you saying, dude? Were you talking about the... Well, actually, what were you saying? I'm not gonna...
You can't say. You gotta keep this stream PG.
Can you? Oh, just blurt out. Just block out the words that don't jive here. So I want a campaign to change the angle of Quake's left arm so that it's a little more straight and not pointing to the ground. Just because everyone keeps saying, like, she shouldn't be affecting floating champions, and I'm like, that's not how Quake works. It's not about the floor.
But did you not know vibrations don't affect anything in the air?
You're right. You're right.
I don't know what science is. I don't know what molecules are.
Yeah, dude, step farm, dude. Just, you know, so that this way it'll be different from changing the description. It'll just be like, it was a visual bug, and now we fixed the visual bug, and now she points it towards the people. Oh, again.
I just want her to have her head facing the other way, just so whenever she's charging up, she's always dabbing.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of cool. That's...
That way all the 12-year-olds that play the game are like, oh my god! Do the thing.
She's dabbing. She's dabbing. Yeah, so don't listen to me, guys. That's just, those are just the little troll games that I would play all the time.
I mean, if you really wanted to piss off the whole player base, just put out a tier list that's completely wrong.
Like, I don't want to troll the people like actively looking for like information. I would only troll the people that are out of control, that you know, like want to send anthrax to your house because you, I don't know, didn't boycott.
Oh, speaking of getting anthrax sent to your house, you ready for the next the next challenge that's coming out?
Oh,
the one that you're sort of not a part of, but now you are.
Yeah, I guess I am part of it now. I think everyone's gonna be fine, man. I think the last time everybody like lost their collective, you know, cocoa buffs or whatever, you know, they just. I think that was just like a really embarrassing thing for the community as a whole. Even though like there are people that didn't do that, but you're just kind of like part of it by association. I don't think it's going to be anywhere near as bad as it was the last time. I think people have learned their lesson.
It shouldn't be, because every champion that's there has a significant counter that you can bring in.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how many counters there were to Iceman last time, though. I think there was like, not Iceman and also Mephisto.
I mean, Domino's a pain, but, you know, it's...
Oh, have you fought it with Sentinel? Oof. Just melts.
Yeah, it's very doable. It's very doable, but you know, you guys don't know what any of the nodes are, so that's where the happiness comes in.
Just don't make her incinerate immune. Well, I hope you didn't.
That's not my pick.
I have a rank 5 Sentinel that's just waiting for her.
I mean, I think everyone else figured out who chose what, because they kind of put the logos in order of the champions. So there's no like guesswork really.
I mean, everyone just assumed you pick Quake.
No, not everyone. See, so what I was looking on Reddit, like when they mentioned it on Reddit, and everyone's just like, you know, everyone's starting to get angry about it. They're like, who chose Domino? And they're like, I bet Dave did it because Dave tried to screw us last year. And I'm like, that is not why I chose Iceman. It's like not even close. Oh man. Then there were some people that were like legit, like, you know, I think he chose Quake because like last time he chose Iceman, that was his avatar. Now Quake is his avatar, so it probably would make sense in terms of like patterns. And people would be like, no man, he went for Domino to teach us a lesson.
I mean, Domino's actually not that bad.
No, but like if you try to fight her without thinking, she's gonna wreck you.
I mean, I honestly, as soon as I learned how to do the to counter her dash in, it's just been a breeze. There's nothing difficult about her. You could say that critical failure is a bit annoying, but
Yeah, as long as you
Just
got
bring
energy
anyone.
resistance, you should be okay.
yeah, bring in anyone that has got a health pool.
Super Dirty Pickle, the forum goblins hang out there for hours and just try to snipe every single post. Wait, who are the forum goblins? Are you talking about like Kabam to snipe posts, like to turn them off or something, or to delete them? Or are you talking about the forum goblins as like the trolls? Oops, too early. Go ahead and launch that, bro. Thank you.
See, I think when I get to Groot or about there of those champions, it's take a bit too long to do arena fights. I'm like, this is time to stop.
Yeah, it is. Oh, why am I not doing 3 stars right now? How did I get back to 4 stars? My bad. Shane G says, Dave, how deep is your roster, man? That sounds like a Drew Hill song. How deep is your roster, man? Da-na-na-na-na. Anyway, you need to cease and desist grinding immediately. I'm in a little while. Once I run out of boosts, I shall. Boosting it, baby. I love these. They just add so many points. So many points.
Ooh, I hope there's going to be like star rarity gates on the challenge as well. So you can only bring like 6 stars.
Oh, for the boss rush?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Not in this climate.
Could
That'll
you
be
imagine
like
bringing
an instant exodus of the game right there.
you
brought
bring
back
your
the
6-star rank 1 Kingpin to face Domino? It's great.
I want them to do a rarity reversal node. This is my idea. You heard it here first. I'm gonna try to finish V2 tonight. Yeah, that's where I'm going. If not, then I'll just be in chapter 3 doing some stuff, and then come back to like chapter 2 and finish that last line or whatever. Or I'll just pay it out or whatever if I get.
Yeah, chapter 3 is where I stopped.
Oh, is it?
I got to chapter 3 and I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna wait for something else for a bit.
Yeah.
Till my roster grows because
Yep, that's what I was doing.
runs.
That is absolutely what I would be doing.
It's funny, like with every different variant that comes out, I get closer and closer to finishing it. Like I already 100% variant 3, just so good.
Yeah, variant 3 was very well designed, I thought. Variant 2 also, you just gotta up your big boy game.
Oh, I've got big boys now, but
How come
We've
there
run out
aren't
of
any
resources.
big female champions? Have you noticed that? Now that I'm thinking about it.
because they don't want to body shame, I don't.
No, I was just now thinking about it. I was like, dude, they're all like.
But how many big comic book characters do you see, like female one? There's no appeal.
What? Now I got to think about it.
She-Hulk's probably the biggest one you're gonna get, and even she just got nerfed.
But she's large. She's not an XL. How come there's no XL?
And you can't even heavy attack with her anymore.
Is
Oh,
she?
big rip.
Is she? Is she XL?
I think she's maybe just medium.
Nah, she can't be medium.
I'll check this right now.
She's a Bushido Brown says large. All right, so no female XLs.
Magic should get XL just with the size of her blade. She's got a huge blade.
Wait, who is?
Magic.
She's a medium, right?
Yeah, but I mean, if you include the size of her blade, she can reach pretty far.
Yeah, she's got that. She's got that cloud reach. Closest female is Morningstar. Ah, yeah, Morningstar is, but she's
Even
a large.
She's not like a proper female though. She's like undead. Doesn't count.
That's racist, dude. She ain't a real girl. She's like dead. Undead. Still racism. Oh man, there has to be. Okay, what about comic book lore? Who's a comic book
I
expert?
don't know if there are any. I'll just quickly Google stick comic. Actually, I won't say that.
No, yeah, don't say that. Keep it clean. Keep it clean. Well, now I think I want to know. Super Bean. Would Sif be large? Sif could be large. Tim, if they labeled a female XL, feminists would destroy the game. No, I don't believe that.
Okay, I'm gonna have to change my wording because some images showed up that shouldn't.
Change your what?
The words that I searched to find large.
Oh, I thought you said change my wedding for a minute, and I was like, oh, she searches your stuff like that, dude? Never mind. Your wording, got it. I'm on it. The newer She-Hulk could be XL. She's Hulk size in the comics right now.
Wait, is that? I forget her name. She's like a New Mutant. She
Titania. Yeah, DC
This
does
is
have
me.
Giganta. That's in the DC universe. Couldn't Wasp do the same thing that Ant-Man does and just go like super large? Right? Technically? The chat just got like awkward. I think I'm just gonna stop this line of questioning because now I forget the answer.
Okay, so there's a female character. She's a mutant, and her name is Armor. And she basically just puts armor around her. She makes her pretty large.
Huh.
So,
Okay. Well then that's it. That is.
and she's a Japanese character, so you could like add diversity and largeness. at the
King
same time.
Kush. King Kush said plot twist Dormammu is female. I can go with that. Alright, let's see. Can we get a close up? No, that's a. Dunsky, he's out of there. Pink Pearl. Pink Pearl? Who's Pink Pearl? John Stewart. That was a good one, though. That was a good one.
Does anyone know what's up next for the variants? Because they could probably do a female boost thing,
They could.
considering there's no large females.
There could be. But they did
I
something
know there was
that
like
also
the
already,
Follies
right?
challenge thing.
4. And he's out. Alright, I think this is where I'm gonna cut the stream, I think. If this is my last fight. Was that the last fight? It was. We did okay with points there. Alright, 2.6, 2.614, not too bad. We're getting there. Just another round or two and we're golden, man. Unless we reset. Right? Did we reset? No, we didn't. Alright, yeah, that's it. That is all. Does anyone know how many champions this Dork has? I have a lot. And that's just in the 4-star, 3-star arena. I have a lot of champs, man. Anyway, Super Duper Boo, thanks for coming by today, man. I'm getting ready to head on out. I'll be back again at 8, so that's in 3.5 hours for anyone else that's wondering. I'm gonna go hang out and make videos, apparently. And then...
Yeah, get on that grind. Like them vids.
Yeah, make the vids.
Make the money.
I'll probably after a while just maybe sit on a balcony somewhere and brood about Cole, just brood, real, some actual real brooding, and then I'll catch y'all later. So anyway, I have 14 6-stars and AQ. Oh, yeah, I will be doing AQ. Probably gonna jump in just a minute. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for coming by. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the support. Thanks for the view. Thanks for the guests coming on in and helping out. making the conversation interesting and all that good stuff. So guys, I will catch y'all a little bit later. So if you liked the video, and I hope that you did, go ahead and click subscribe, click like, leave a comment, share it with your friends, share it with your mama. All that stuff helps me out. And remember, stay dorky, and I'll catch y'all on the flip. Oh, potamus. Learn a little something, take a lesson, learn it all.